Seated in Siddhasana or any sage pose, as you start taking your awareness to your breath, regardless of whether the eyes are open in Unmani or closed gently, intensify the awareness on your breath. We are seated in a comfortable, happy posture called Sukhasana. Asana, that is steady posture, giving us Sukh, that is happiness. And there are several in these. They are the postures in which the masters, the sages, meditate by keeping their mind off from scattered thoughts and patterns. And they have made it very simple for us. All they say is, get comfortable and with open or closed eyes, watch your breath to a point where you become the breath. Nothing, no sound, no odor, no fragrance, no touch or friction, no sight, nothing by way of taste can take us away from the bliss and the happiness that we are getting in becoming the breath, not being with the breath. So each one of us are the Puraks, each one of us are the Rechaks. We are not changing it, we are watching it. This is beyond Anapan, this is beyond Swarayo. We often get waylaid and confused by a count and by a threshold when blood pressure is being measured. And we often think that a 120/80 systolic and diastolic are perfect. But that's not always the case. If we have a tendency of having a low blood pressure, then even 120/80 is high. If we have a Vata, Pitta, any of the dosha prakritis where we have a tendency of having a little higher blood pressure, then even a 120/80 is too low. Same goes for our insulin counts, diabetes, secretions from the pancreas, and hence we have to find our own healing and journey. To some of us, any shocking news can yo-yo the blood pressure and sugar levels. To some of us, being elated and happy, each one of us must find our own reasons for our thresholds to be changed. Each one of us has to find our own solution. No master, no teacher, no guru can change it. Go find the masters, but eventually you be your own guru. From a dietitian to an Ayurveda specialist to an allopath, homeopath, everyone can give solutions from everything that he knows and has learned. But we on our own can go way beyond that. And that will happen only with awareness. And that is what we are doing. We are becoming our breath. It's a laugh when someone tells me I want to take a break for 1 month or 1 quarter. How can we take a break from breath it means we are dying. It's available free to you, but we can't take a break. I'm ready to give it free. How can we say I want to take a break? How can we go away from our own awareness, watching and becoming what we are living with? And the only thing we are living with, breath goes, prana goes. An arm can go, a limb can go, a toe can go, a ear can go. We can't take a break from breaths. Become the breath today. Don't change it. Don't do any pranayama. We are all alive. We are all breathing. And we are all watching our every breath, oxygenating our every cell. Taking a break from breath is absolute death. The prana moving out. We often want calm, good sleep, conquering sleep apnea, rootedness, strength, vitality, stability, sexual fulfillment, creativity, a good voice, energy, well-being, taste, digestion, joy, confidence, and acceptance for life and everyone around us. We want love, we want wisdom, we want compassion, we want perseverance, we want creativity and expression. We want to hear well, we want to taste well, we want a good intuition, we want to concentrate, we want to be less forgetful. We want clarity, we want wisdom. We want bliss, we want union, we want empathy, we want liberation. And yet we want it all by taking a break. Only few handful of us. We will not get any of these if we don't change our energies. If we think we can do stuff on our own, we are very mistaken. We want our soulmates, our buddies. So first, congratulate yourselves that you have not taken a break. Say your name mentally now as you watch and become your breath. Fill in the blank of the I and congratulate yourself for deciding that you want to stay alive and hence you don't want to take a break. And you want not only 1, 2, or 3 of these, but each one of these on your menu to be ordered, not only out to the universe, but to a master. From a back problem to sciatica to being on traction, to sleep disorders, to depressive anxieties, to panic attacks, to obesity, to excessive hair fall. Each one of these and many, many more, I went through this beautiful journey, congratulating myself on how beautifully I found ways to conquer them and to share their goodness. So first, a congratulation to each one of you. And since by now we've already become the breath, we address a few situations that were requested for. The most important things to handle secretions of the pancreas, which is not get into hypoglycemia too, as we handle diabetes, is to bring about yoga with a twist. Yoga does not mean asanas. It does not mean steady postures. It means a huge, a union, a connection. So stay with your breath and become the breath now. And come into a twist like you've never twisted before. To do abdominal Kapalabhati. Twist like you never twisted before. Exhale like you've never exhaled before.